Welcome. We are so privileged to be interviewing Pastor Daniel Ondieki on his very first podcast entitled Destined for Greatness. To begin, we just have one question. And how long have you been in ministry?
Well, I've been in the ministry. If I bring all the years I started or when I surrendered my life to the Lord, the one who created me, is at a very early age, 7 years old. But when I was 18, that's when I really understood what it meant, decision making. I could say over 30 years I've been in the ministry when I count times in the university, high school, university, and the after college. Yeah, over 30 years. But full time, I've been in the ministry for 25 years.
And after all this time, what inspires you the most about knowing him?
That's a great question, James, because there are two words that I could respond to or use to respond that question: with and without. I'm a lover of words, and those words speak to me a lot.
Tell me about with, and then tell me about without.
With him, you're secure. Even when you don't know, even when you're faced with fears, even when you've got anxieties, when you know I am or he is with me, you have the inner peace. In the Old Testament, we see how he used to give his prophets or the children of Israel this promise: I will be with you. I will be with you. In other words, his presence was more than the gold. And that's why Moses says, the book of Exodus, chapter 33, we will not go without you. We will not go without your presence. But then the New Testament is different. Jesus finishes with these words: I am with you always until the end of the age. So you can see, with him, no matter what happens, there is the inner peace that you can experience. And that's why I can say that that word with means a lot to me. Without him, you have fears. And I can tell you, I grew up with a lot of fears. As a young man, as a teenager, I was full of fear, or full of fears, feared so many things, until that fear was really tormenting me. But at the age of 18 and the early 20s, I had to bring it before him. I told him, Lord, I'm afraid of my future, afraid of my life. Deliver me, set me free. And so that's when I realized that without him, you have nothing. You may seem that you have something, but when you don't have him, the fears, the anxiety can heavily come against you or overpower you. And yeah, so that is very important for me to really tell somebody, no matter what you're going through in life, there is one who loves you, there is one who cares for you. Yeah.
And that inspired you to write a book.
It really did. It really inspired me. And for a long time, I've been wanting to write a book, and I kept on postponing it. The first time I think this gentleman, I was preaching, I think it was my early ministries, my second year, when I was a full-time, I preached a message. I can't even remember. This gentleman just said to me, hey, brother, have you written in a book, or have you considered to write a book? I said, well, maybe someday. And it's taken me so many years to write. So during COVID-19, I said kind of like that grace, that desire of writing came so strongly, and I wrote. I began to write, and it took me 3 years, and the book is out.
If you wouldn't mind showing it to the people who are going to see this. There you go, Destined for Greatness. Perfect, thank you. Question here is, will you take your subscribers through chapter by chapter or more as the topic of the week?
I was thinking if I go systematically, I could take them chapter after chapter. Actually, that's one of the things that I have in my heart, that I will take a few points from each chapter. There are 21 chapters, and take them through, and of course refer them to the book. But the other times I could be inspired to pick either one of the chapters or one of the points or thoughts that I have, and then I will teach on that.
Going to do this every week or every 2 weeks or once a month? Or what do you think?
I thought maybe every other 2 weeks to begin with. And as we see how it goes on, it could be every week. Yeah, so I've not fully decided. And but I think in my book, I've said begin small. I would like to begin small and then see the progress of it